Where do I start? So I've been working in corporate for many years. You're going to deal with haters. You're going to deal with haters at work. No matter what you do, you might be working really hard. Might be, at the office very long hours. You might be doing very well at your career. But then this thing is going to happen. People are going to see that, and they're going to say things. They're going to judge you, and particularly if you're doing interesting stuff. Like, for example, if I'm there's been too many stories, but anyway, there was one time I remember when I was working in IT, and I was responsible for developing this website. And I remember once I was building this software, and then I went on holiday, and then when I came back, one of the chief technical officer, he was just really introverted guy, hated people. But anyway, something happened to the software, but then he had to back up the software and do something to it. So I had to go into the server, and I checked it, and he renamed the file as saying "Quite is a total F." And then I saw that, and I could not believe it. Anyway, I printed out the copy, sent it to HR, and then he got in a lot of trouble. But anyway, like, things like that, like, you could be doing very well, you could be doing good things for the company. Like, I took a lot of initiative in building this software for the company that will improve the processes, save a lot of time. And then people around you who's working in IT as well, they might get jealous. They might look at it as, oh, we can't do that, it's a security issue, all these type of things, and they try and pull you down. And it's going to happen to you. It's going to happen to you. There's other times when I remember I was working in sales, and the whole, like, as a salesperson, you go out there, you meet people, right? So and when clients come in, you got to go meet people. But there's other people that are afraid to do it. But then when they see you doing other things, such as picking up the phone, talking to people, walking people around the office, or you're doing meetings, whatever it is, you're very exposed. You're very exposed because people can see what you're doing and hear what you're doing, but there's other people sitting in the shadows, they're watching you, and therefore they talk, and what happened was they were backstabbing me. They were saying that I was saying these certain stupid things, which I didn't. Don't know why, but anyway, I realized that, once again I encountered another, it's crab mentality, where if you see a crab trying to crawl out of a bucket, another crab will try and pull him down. That's crab mentality, and it happens in the workforce. Doesn't even matter if you're in first world country or third world country. It's completely there. So anyway, I can go on and on and on about all these stories. I've dealt with racism at work. I've dealt with hostile people. I've dealt with bullies. Dealt with people screaming at me on the phone. People trying to bully me in front of others. I went through a lot of crap, and the thing is, it's never going to change. It's never going to change in corporate. You can switch a job, go to another job. You might reduce it, but it's always going to be there. That's what I realized. So how do you deal with the haters at work? No matter what you do, no matter how good you are, you just can't stop the haters. That's number one, is that you just can't stop it. Unfortunately, the only thing you can do is just to get good at your job, and even if they block you and so forth, just keep trying to do whatever it is you do. Avoid those people who are hating you and stuff. Just avoid them, because they'll just really crimp on your day. But I find that I tend to obsess sometimes when I think about it too much, and try not to think about it. Try not to think about it. But if it gets really bad, just quit your job and move on to another job. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Because the thing is, life is really short. You might encounter the same issues in the other job, or you might not. But life is really short, and if it's really that bad, there's no reason for you to stay. Because just, like, if they're bullying you, if they're harassing you, if you feel that there is no way out, just get out. Just, if there is no way to improve the situation, you've been to HR, you've complained and so forth. If there is no issue that you can't fix it, just leave. The reason is because they're just really, it's never going to change, right? So just move on to another career and move on to another job, and then you just start fresh. And that's always been my nuclear option. But number two is that you can, what I tend to do is you can fight back dirty. So if they are talking back behind your back, or they're doing stuff right, try and collect evidence. So if you see those email threads, if you see screenshots, whatever it is, try and get a screenshot, and then go to HR and submit that to them and say, look, this is what's happening. I don't know what to do. And then they'll get managers and stuff involved. Okay, so try and collect evidence, and that works out very well, So yeah, try and get evidence of what's happening to you and send it to HR, and then they'll help you they'll fix that sort that problem. And yeah, that's how you can deal with haters. And number three is just avoid them. Unfortunately, they will keep on hitting you. They will keep on throwing dirt at you and so forth. It requires a lot of energy and effort for them to do that. It really does. So there's a strategy in Sun Tzu where you sort of like harness energy of the certain elements, such as internal and external elements. So for example, if there's a lot of energy, not a lot of negative energy coming from them, you don't want to try and resist it. You don't want to try and fight against it, because it requires too much of your energy to fight against them. So what you want to do is you want them to generate all the energy, fuel all the anger and everything, and just leave them the way they are. And if they fight back, just sort of like dodge it. You dodge it. So if they send a nasty email to you, say blah blah blah, you just ignore it. And then they're like, ugh. Then they'll keep on firing at you, but then they'll get tired, and then they'll just stop. But you don't fight back, because the reason why you don't fight back is because you're just not wasting energy. It's like you're sending a message to them that you just don't care. Like, for example, if they say something to your face, just laugh it off, like that. That's it. That's what you do. And then they realize if they keep hitting you and you just laugh it off, you don't like do anything about it. You just like, yeah, whatever. Like, you just treat them like that. It's like they just it doesn't work, and then they just don't try anymore. They can't be bothered. They'll try again, but then they just don't try it eventually. And that's happened. I had this one guy. He was saying stuff about behind my back in this other company, and he kept on like just, I don't know. It was just gossiping and stuff, and I don't know what his problem was, but anyway, I just ignored it. And when he tried to do stuff, I said, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." And like I see the look on his face, and he would just look stunned. And then eventually, over time, over months, he just stopped. He just didn't bother doing it, because he knows how I'm going to respond. I was looking at him, oh, okay, yeah, no worries, and then just continue with my work. And people try and do that. They try and get a raise out of you. They try to get you to feel anger and so forth. But you don't want to give them a response. You don't want to react to them. You don't want to give them that response that whatever it is they're doing. So just like, oh, yeah, whatever, just ignore it. And I know it's hard to fully ignore. It's not easy, but that's a strategy that you can apply, is just to deflect it. So if it goes to you, just deflect it, and it goes away. It goes to you, deflect it. Just use a shield, just raise a shield, and then just ignore it and just deflect it. And that's where it is, because it requires so much energy to attack someone. It really does, and they will run out of energy, and and you train them that it just doesn't work. So those are my top three things. Number one is just to just to ignore it. Number two, collect evidence, show HR. Number three, just deflect it. So I hope you're going through. I hope whatever it is that you're going through, just stay safe. Just look after yourself. Don't take it out on yourself. Don't worry. People are just jealous. It comes from jealousy. It comes from whatever reason, and you'll never know. Don't even try to figure it out. Just don't even bother. Whatever it is, don't even go there. Just most important thing is that you stay focused. Stay focused on your own goals, your own ambitions, your own dreams, and then eventually, you'll be able to achieve your goals and ambitions, because you've been working hard, you've been staying focused, and we'll be able to get to wherever it is that you need to be. And there was a really good quote that I heard the other day. I mean, I got some hate mail the other day. I got some hate comments the other day, because I was featured on Grant Cardone's YouTube channel, and obviously he's got over 1.2 million subscribers or something, and obviously a lot of people saw it, and a lot of people commenting on me interviewing him, and it's never gonna change. The more you work hard, the more your butt sticks out, the more you're gonna be exposed, and that's the way it is. So you have to keep trying. You got to keep going after the things that you want. But yeah, there was the quote by Winston Churchill. It says, "You cannot get to your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks." There's going to be a lot of dogs barking at you. They'll be just barking at you everywhere, and you just can't stop and throw stones at them, because it'll just slow you down. Okay, so whatever happens, just ignore it and move on. Move on quickly. Get on with your own goals and ambitions, and that's how you deal with haters. They say that friends come and go, but haters accumulate. That's so true. The more I'm doing YouTube videos, and I get a lot of haters, you know. So, and I've posted so many blog articles. I remember, I won't get into it, but I got so many hate mails from just that one blog article. It's just crazy. And that's the thing. This is the price I have to pay by getting these videos out there. You know, I know I'm going to be going to get more subscribers, more views, and going to get more haters. And that's just the way it is. So you got to decide, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to do nothing, or do you want to do something? If you do nothing, you'll still get some haters for doing nothing. But if you do something, you'll get even more haters. Okay, so you might as well get a reward out of it. You might as well get something out of life. And it's just part of it. And once you're gone, those haters will just move on to someone else, you know. And then 100 years later, you're still gone. You know, no one's going to remember those haters. Haters going to die as well. So just don't worry about it. You know, everything changes. Everything's temporary. So that's my thoughts and suggestions on how to deal with haters at work. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next one. Thanks.